Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Ninja Kamui Episode 6. In this episode, we have a certain person, I won't go into who yet, I'll give you a spoiler warning, has rescued Higan from certain doom, and a true identity is revealed. Meanwhile, Mike learns that he is now wanted by his own agency, the FBI, after the events of last episode. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the episode, make sure to go check it out. I will say this one probably has one of the coolest fights, but it is a bit of a slow burn for most of it. But there's definitely some action towards the end of the episode. Big revelation as well. I think they're going to set up episode 7 really nicely. Our boy Higon's probably going to be cooking, so we'll see. So, spoilers here. So, it is revealed that Asuka, aka Emma, the FBI agent, was actually the pink ninja that saved Higon in the fight. She was also the voice behind the phone, and she has a new suit that she has stolen for Higan. So she mentions that there is no way, no matter how skilled he is of a ninja, that he would be able to beat all the lieutenants with their armors. Those techno suits that just elevate their power so much. So they're hiding out. In the meanwhile, Mike's learning. There was not a lot of Mike in this episode, which I've talked about how little I care about the FBI storyline, especially now that Emma is part of like the main storyline, right? Emma was probably the more interesting part. Yeah, so Mike's now kind of on the run. Um, I know he'll probably come back into the main story in a little bit, so I'll wait for that. But yeah, so all the organization has a really cool moment where they kind of activate all their people in the city, and it's really cool because you see how deep the level of infiltration goes as to like all these people that are now searching for Asuka and Higan, right? So they do manage to plant like this decoy, but eventually the pervy guy, he manages to actually find them. So they're ambushed. They're in this like 18 wheeler and they're moving around the city. So the fight kind of breaks out because Higan not only had he been healing, but also this suit requires him to like kind of sync up in it, like with his brain waves. So before the fight starts, we do get to see a moment of like Asuka explaining that I believe his Higan's wife name was Mia. She saved Asuka's life, so she kind of owed her for it. So that's why she's helping. She's been trying to help from the beginning. She was the reason that Higan lived, even though like he was stabbed in the first episode. So she's been kind of there from the beginning. So Emma has to go out and fight in order to buy time for this armor and Higan to like sync up. Um, so it's a really cool fight. Like you get to see a lot of what these armors can do, a lot of like the combination of ninja skills slash technology, how that works. And yeah, even though she goes all out, that pervert guy, which God, he has some of the worst, like most cringe dialogue. But it is what it is in an anime like this. But the fight looks really cool. They have a lot of very interesting, like you get to see a lot of ninja techniques that are also like they managed to make them technology related, right? So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it is too late. Asuka dies, but then Higan does finally. He listens to a recording from Asuka and where she mentions that all all his wife wanted was for him to live and move on. And that's kind of what really sets him off, like triggers him. The armor syncs up. So this is it. This is now I guess, the true version of Higan and his armor. It looks super cool. It's kind of reminiscent of his red mask for sure, which I thought was a really nice design choice because that red mask was really cool. Like overall, that was dope. But yeah, now we're gonna see what this armor can do, and then also if how are those techniques, the secret techniques that Higan has, how are those gonna come into play? So, very excited for the next episode. I can't wait. I really, really enjoy watching this on Sunday mornings right after. I catch these usually on HBO Max on Sunday mornings, so it's really cool to have a new episode every weekend. So, if you're watching Ninja Kamui, let me know what you think of the anime so far. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.